right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Jim George is here. We know him as Professor Gadget. He's the owner of American Cable Services. And if you have a question about your gadgets, your technology, the internet, cable TV, things coming up in the future, drones. I don't know if you can answer any question about drones. But anyway, all those things. The number is 622-9622. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
How you doing? Doing good?
Yeah, I think drone is an acronym. Probably stands for something like driverless or remote, something or rather.
I wonder. Wow, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Maybe it is an acronym for something.
Yeah.
You know what? There is an acronym I saw the other day, and it has to do with the internet. It's NSFW. Have you ever seen that? It's more like an abbreviation. An acronym is something you can pronounce, right? Mm-hmm. Gosh, it took me forever to figure out what it was. I kept getting these emails, and I was looking at them, and it said NSFW. I opened up, oh, jeez, I close it up. Not safe for work is what it means.
Oh.
Not safe for work. So I'm learning.
All right, yeah.
That's funny.
It is true in this world of technology, in this ever-changing world of everything. Mm-hmm. New words enter our vocabulary all the time.
Yeah, abbreviations will kill you.
I mean, just now I asked you about this story. Americans' average internet speed spiked 40% in the last year. And in your answer to me about how you're experiencing the same thing, you used a couple of phrases that I kind of just let roll, but I don't know what you're talking about. When you're talking about, give me the answer again, because I'll pick on the words.
Well, we've been averaging the usage of around 60 megabits per second.
See, I don't know what a megabit is.
And now we're up to about 110 megabits per second. So we've actually, in the last 6 months, you might say, yes, gone up about 40% more usage.
So I would think just by hearing it in its context, I just have to know it's faster.
It's faster, and they're staying on it longer.
Does
They're
demand
using more of it.
cause the speed to increase?
The man? I don't know. You mean as compared to the female?
No, not the man. Demand.
Oh, demand.
Oh, I thought you said the man.
Demand.
Yeah, I thought you said the man.
Yes.
Demand.
Oh. Yes.
Not the man.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm playing my New York accent for that one.
Every time they won, I was just telling Robin, because the older crowd, the grannies and grandpas of this world, are actually consuming more than the kids, because they're downloading photos of their grandchildren that people have sent. If they want to go on vacation, they're not just looking at the hotel anymore and choosing the price and registering. They're looking at the video that shows the rooms and the amenities that are all around the facility and what's within walking distance of the hotel. I mean, they're staying on it longer, doing much more.
Well, we had here, was it yesterday, we had these two ladies who were from a company called Visiting Angels.
Yep.
And they go to people's homes and help them out if they're, if they're under the weather or whatever, cooking. One of the things they help them with is to figure out how to communicate with their family members by their computers. They get these brand new computers. They're lost. They don't know what to do. And, and all they really want to do, they don't care about the internet or video games, although the internet really is how they do this. But they don't know how to see and speak to their family members.
Right.
That's what they want to learn how to do.
Yep, it's big time. I mean, Skype. I think Yahoo bought Skype or Google bought Skype. You announced it the other day. Who bought Skype? By the other day, I mean, several months ago. But it's huge. Everybody's on Skype.
Do you know, Robin and I watch these educational videos for the music industry stuff, and it's too late at night for us to be in the same room. So she's at her place and I'm at mine, and we actually have in the corner, what's that thing you told me to use?
The Hangouts.
Google Hangouts. It's I guess it's a Skype kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And
Easier for me
and so
than
then
Skype.
when the guy on the video is saying something, it's all music business related, but anyway, so he's saying something, and then I'll say, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know that," and Robin will be right there. "Oh, I didn't know that either."
You have a conversation.
Yeah, so we kind of tell using technology that way, so we don't have to go to drive.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I agree. No, and repair people are using it more. It used to be when you went to a car place to get your car repaired, sometimes they would have to refer you to the dealer because it was something that they weren't all that familiar with.
Right.
And when you went to the dealer, he had this paperless book. In other words, he'd go over to his computer and his terminal and pull up and show you exactly the schematic diagram, all the wiring, everything that the other dealer the other repair person did not know about. He had everything. Well, now that's online for every mechanic. Matt Gibbs, for instance,
Yeah, yeah.
can look up any model, any make,
I know.
anything.
I know.
So you don't have to be a specialist in it. You just have to know how to find it on the web.
In fact, remember that big book that you could, what was it called, Chilton's or something?
Yeah, yeah.
It was always shrink wrap, so you
Right,
couldn't
right.
really
Right.
go to the store. You had to buy it.
Yeah.
Well, he said that book now, if it was printed, would be really like thick because there's so
Exactly.
much information. It's all on the internet.
Right. I actually lost or misplaced, I found it later on, my manual from my Tahoe, and I had a couple of fuses that I knew were blown because I had some things that were going wrong with my car, and I couldn't figure them out. I said, it must be the fuses. Well, you look at the fuse cover, and a lot of it's disproportionate. You can't figure out the layout of it, which fuse is what. If you go to the internet, bam, there it is. There's actually a YouTube video of a guy saying, okay, if your wipers don't work, here's what you do. You do this, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
All the information you can get.
I know.
And then one of my partners, he likes sports cars, and he'll tell me that he does his own brakes. He does a lot of things himself. He says you go to YouTube, and it tells you exactly how to take the nuts off the wheel,
Ooh.
how to remove this, how to do that.
Yeah, but you have to have some knowledge. That to me, I would be.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I'm not
gotta.
doing my own brakes.
No.
Yeah.
Not me. I'll be
Hello?
fine.
If I told you I did my own brakes, I'd be half lying. I actually did my own brakes, but my father, who knew a lot about this stuff, was there to just say, all right, do this, do that.
Yeah.
Okay, now what do I do, Daddy? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I was 46 years old or not.
Yeah. No, it's just too, it's definitely the information age. The problem is, we have a lot of information but very little knowledge. Basically information is all the stuff coming to you. Knowledge is how to use the information.
Right, and retainable,
Yeah,
right?
many of us just don't know how to use the information. I mean, you've seen it. You've gotten stuff, and you say, what am I supposed to do with this?
Well, yesterday, I have been to Tampa Airport hundreds of times.
Oh, here we
Okay.
go.
Yesterday, I missed the exit. You
Exactly.
know why?
Yeah,
Because I was listening to the GPS lady.
that's right.
Instead of looking at the signs and going, okay, this is where I need to go,
Right.
I actually was in the wrong lane, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
all
they've
these
changed
years.
that whole schema.
They've done that too, yeah. Now, maybe that's part
Get
of
to
it.
the airport now, you better look up and see the signs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That clover leaf has become like a snake.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But boy, it was real easy to get back on track.
Yeah,
No,
no,
that was
I actually had
frustrating.
my daughter one time go to the Tampa airport to pick up a friend of hers, and she called me. She said, Dad, I've gone around the airport 3 times. How do I get out of the airport? And she's there again listening to her Garmin. So what she did was,
no.
I said, look up, and when you see the sign that says Kennedy or 60, that's the one you want to take.
Yeah,
And then she said, well, stay on the phone with me. And then she said, okay, I see that. I got
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Now what do I do? See the one that says South, 295, I-4, And she finally said, finally, I'm on the road going home. She'd gone around the airport 3 times trying to figure out how to get out.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you got to watch those
And
signs.
you know what we
Can't
did
get
after the
too far.
airport yesterday? We went to a casino.
Oh,
That Seminole casino down near there.
okay, yes.
Went there. They gave us $10 free things, whatever.
Yep,
They gave a
exactly.
silver card, $10 because we're brand new.
Yep.
Yep.
So we had.
They validated our
we
parking.
played the nickel machines. There's no, you don't pull the hand. There's a handle on the machine, but you don't got to pull it. You hit a button.
But,
Yeah.
Just we won 7 cents.
oh,
By the time it was all done, $20 that we gave us for free.
Yeah.
You couldn't use it anyway
right.
No.
for anything. But
Well, have you ever been called upon to fix machines like that? Because that's got to be very harrowing to try to
Ooh.
get them
Yeah,
up
no,
and running.
ooh,
Now, in the past, I
Wait a
used to
minute.
fix jukeboxes.
do you have a gadget that'll help it get all cherries or something?
Nah, I think that's called a magnet. I'm sure that's against the law.
But you've had to fix jukeboxes too?
We used to fix jukeboxes when I
Wow.
was younger. Yeah, we used to. They used to bring over the jukeboxes like 2 a day, and we'd have to
Really?
take out all the records, of course, so we wouldn't scratch any of them and put them in a load of sheaves, and then we'd have to fix whatever it was. And they were tube type then, so you'd have to
Oh.
replace the tubes and so on and so forth. And then they would come and pick them up, and they would reload the records because they wanted to put them in a certain order and all that kind of stuff. The top 50 or whatever it was.
I love that. I love
Boy.
jukeboxes.
But man, did I have hundreds and hundreds of 45s. Oh my goodness. There was a
Wow.
time when I bet I had 10 10,045.
Did you really?
Really?
Did you really?
Everything there was.
Do you remember John Fuller, who did a lawyer program here for a while?
Yes, yes.
The Fuller Amusement or
Yes,
something, that
yeah.
was his father.
Wow.
All those jukeboxes were his father, yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
So where were you repairing them, here or somewhere else?
West Palm Beach.
In West Palm Beach.
Oh,
okay.
gosh.
Yeah, years ago. Yeah, I've been up here 32 years.
Let us
so.
Oh, you have?
squeeze in a phone call before
Yeah.
we go to the break. And good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air with Jim George.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. Yes, speaking of jukeboxes, Waffle House is having a singing contest, and the winner of the singing contest goes into their jukebox.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool.
That's good. There's actually a song in the Waffle House jukebox about the Waffle House.
Yeah.
I always tell
Yeah.
my young workers, you'd get a kick out of this when they're going to go out Friday night. I said, "Oh, you're going to go juking?"
Right, exactly.
They've never heard the word juking.
Yeah.
I've never heard the word juking.
All right, have a good morning, all.
Thank
Good
you.
morning.
Thank you, Jim.
That's a great word. I had to learn that when I moved down
Actually,
here.
at the Waffle House here, they have a jukebox, but it's an internet jukebox, which basically means you can call up any song. No, it wasn't Waffle House. I'm sorry. It was across the street at the, Hooters.
Yes,
When we went to
that's
the
right.
Hooters
That's
opening.
Okay.
Didn't you go with us?
I went to the Hooters opening, but I don't remember that box.
Yeah, there was a jukebox there.
Was it on each table had one? Or?
No,
Oh.
it was on the wall near the door, I think, right?
yeah.
Remember right?
Okay, I kind of passed that up when I came in.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, who looks at jukeboxes when you can look at Hooters?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Now there's a title for you. All right, Jim George is here. We're talking about technology. If you have a question about your cable service, if you have a question about a la carte cable service, which is something I think they should all be doing. I don't know if you have any choice about that as a cable owner, but if you have any question about antennas to replace your cable, Jim's okay with it. He recommends it actually in some cases. Anything that's technological, we would love to hear from you. The number is 622-9622. We will be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds on this Friday. A couple of heavy thunderstorms around this afternoon. The high 87 to 91. Partly cloudy Friday night with a shower and thunderstorm early near the coast. Low 73 to 77. For Saturday and Sunday, intervals of clouds and sun with a shower and thunderstorm around each afternoon. The high Saturday in the mid 80s to low 90s. Sunday's high between 86 and 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
So, sugar-free gum versus mints, it's the gum. Big winner. Now, this could be a chicken and egg question. Is Target influencing nearby home prices, or are they opening stores in areas where home values are already rising? Realty Track didn't know, but still, it's good news if you live near a Target store. The next big thing is a droney. That's a selfie taken with a drone.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Are you ready to be inspired? Are you ready to hear a message of hope? If so, join me, William F. Stiles, inspirational speaker, live right here every Friday morning on WOCA, 9:35 a.m. Learn how you are amazing right now, today. Learn to see how special you are. Join me Friday morning, 9:35 a.m.
Stay with us and sleep better at the Sleep Inn and Suites of Ocala Bellevue, located next door to Don Garlett's Museum and a few minutes from Florida Horse Park. Our award-winning, newly refreshed Sleep Inn and Suites offers comfy, clean rooms, free fast Wi-Fi, and service with a smile. Start your day with a deluxe hot breakfast and unwind in our heated outdoor pool. Our convenient 24-hour fitness and business centers allow you to stay on track whether you're here to play or to work. That's Sleep Inn and Suites Ocala Bellevue, proud sponsor of Marion County High School football. Nestled in the heart of horse country, just off I-75 exit 354, the award-winning and newly refreshed Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala invites you to pamper yourself in one of our comfy guest rooms. Enjoy our free and fast Wi-Fi, heated outdoor swimming pool, 24-hour fitness center, and our deluxe continental breakfast. Other on-site amenities include a restaurant, putt-putt golf, and a car wash. Go happy, go Hojo at the Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala, proud sponsor of Friday Night High School football on WOCA, The Source.
All right, 20 minutes after 9 o'clock. Jim George always brightens the studio. Just love having you in here, Jim. We call him Professor Gadget. You know, we had a project last week. We had a friend who asked us to make a slideshow video for her. Her grandbaby was going to be 1 year old, and she wanted a bunch, thousands of pictures she had. She wanted a video made out of these pictures. Okay. Well, the technological part of this story is the end of the story, and it's this. She wanted them put onto DVDs. So we did. And what's cool about technology now is that it used to be, and we put them on, the thumb drive you gave us is now in her possession because we put her video on that. Anyway, so she had never even known about the thumb drive. Well, I take that back. She knew about it, but she didn't know you could put a video on it like that.
Right.
So, what's cool is that a DVD that used to only play in a certain DVD player had to be compatible. Right. Now it's universal.
Yes.
So that DVD will play in a computer, in Robin's DVD player, in your DVD player, as long as you have one of the newer ones.
Yep. Right. In your car. Yeah.
They've switched from several different formats to all kind of understanding each other's language, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's very, very good because in the past, like you say, you would create a DVD on your computer of music, go out to your car to plug it in because you're going on a long trip.
Right.
It won't work.
Nothing. Yeah.
It won't read it. You're going, what?
It doesn't even. It says there's no disc.
Yeah.
No disc. There is a disc.
You had gone to a trade show.
Yes.
Last week. How did that work out?
It was very good. It was the Southeastern Building Convention. And normally it's held in Orlando at the convention center because it's huge. This year it was very much downsized. It was held in the Gaylord Palms, and you know how beautiful the Gaylord
Palms
is.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And so it's easy to get around, easy to get in. Parking was extensively too much, but you have to pay like $15 just to get into this place.
Gosh.
But to make a long story short, they had very few, if anything, electronics. I mean, they may have had some door locks that you could use your cell phone to unlock, or use an entrance card that you just waved in front of it, RFID, so ID, just lets you in, it identifies you. But other than that, it was just building, but it was kitchen cabinets and a lot of cabinetries and a lot of sinks and but it was very good. And when you walked in, they were playing Jimmy Buffett songs. And they were serving lunch. Cheeseburger in Paradise was the theme song.
Wow.
So they gave everybody a cheeseburger as you walked down the line. And their tea and lemonade were so strong, I had to mix mine like 10% lemonade and the rest of it water. Very strong,
Wow,
But the idea was it was a very good trade show. We stayed for about 2 hours and saw we went down looking for sliding glass bathroom doors. Ours is getting old. It's like 39 years old or something in our house.
Oh, my.
And we said, maybe it's time to get another door. And they didn't have any.
Really?
But they had catalogs. So we grabbed the catalogs and that was it.
Well,
but it was a nice trip down.
Well, and
you and your wife had a good time.
And one of the things you said in the opening is there's plenty of information, but not enough knowledge. And I think when you do something like that, where you immerse yourself in something, I think then you absorb it better and you do get knowledge. You know what I mean? I think if you're just Googling something, you have that information at that moment, and then you forget it.
Yeah, you've probably been the victim of you read something, you can't quite understand it, but you see someone do it, and you go, oh, that's what they meant by turn a quarter turn, or what, all those definitions they use. So when you go to a trade show and you talk to someone and he's explaining it to you, or shows you the lock, shows you the different colors, and there was how close is burgundy to maroon, and how does this color, and you look at all the different, you say, oh, I see now what you're trying to say. One's a more darker color, one's a more lighter color. And there's too many colors to choose from. Whatever happened to just a door that was, you got stainless steel, brushed brass, brushed aluminum. I just want a lock. You sell locks,
Does any of those door materials then interfere when you put in your cable system?
No.
Because of the metal?
I'm kind of afraid of a door that has a combination or an RFID, for fear that someone's going to come up with some device. I mean, when I was a younger fella and I was on my way home, I used to take my garage door opener and just push it.
Yeah.
I'm in a neighborhood, I just push it. I see garage doors opening, because there's only so many frequencies, Some of them have to be duplicated somewhere.
Yeah.
And I would just get a kick out of that.
Have you seen the flavor pick? This thing called the flavor pick? I just looked it up real quick, and It didn't come up, but they call it an electronic tongue.
No, I've not seen
Okay.
that. That sounds disgusting.
It's a toothpick that's flavored.
I saw it. It was not the toothpick. It was like the size of thinner, more. Anyway, it's like a
Q-tip?
like a thing you poke into a cake to make sure the cake is done.
Okay.
Okay.
A toothpick.
And it tells you the flavor of whatever you're sticking in.
Oh.
Like, let's say you see white ice cream.
Yeah.
And you say, is that vanilla or is that coconut? Mm-hmm. You know, you put it in there. Oh, it'll tell you what the flavor is.
Isn't that something?
Isn't that amazing that they have technology?
I could taste it and probably not tell you. And here's a machine that does it for you.
Right.
What is in this thing? I don't know. Let me get my flavor pick out. I'll let you know.
The electronic tongue is an instrument that measures and compares tastes. It was invented by Professor Frederick Winquist of Linköping University in Sweden.
Well, that says it all right there.
Yeah.
Sweden, of course.
But I can't imagine. I wonder what it would tell you if you put it into an Oreo. That's not a chocolate cookie. It would say, I don't know what this flavor is.
Yeah. What is that white stuff in the middle?
What is that flavor?
When you had to do that multiple system up in North Carolina for that university and everything, how do you manage to get the cables for each of the TVs to keep interfering with each other?
Well, the cables themselves are mostly shielded. The only thing that's not shielded is your Cat 5 cable. You probably noticed yourself, you can bend that little patch cable.
Oh, that's the small one.
Yeah, that's called UTP, untwisted, pairs.
Oh.
Unshielded twisted pair, excuse me. So, but coax is shielded. It has a shield in it. So you can get a 60% shield, a 90% shield, a tri-shield, a quad shield. So if you know you're going into an environment that has a lot of fluorescent lights, has a lot of things that can interfere, then you choose the shielding you want for your coax. So the signal inside is well shielded.
Oh, okay.
Do you know, I had an intermittent signal on my internet, and I get it from Cox Cable. And so I called the guy, and he came out, and he looked at my box, and he said, oh, you've got an RF whatever on here. That's the problem. And he takes it off, and he puts it back on, and he looks at his little pad, and he says, that was the problem. That was causing it. And I said, one of you guys put that on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, in other words, another call, maybe a year ago,
Yep.
I said, there's a problem. And said, oh, you know what? You need this RF thing. And he put it, I didn't put it on there.
Yeah.
What is that thing?
Well, it probably was speaking about either an RF attenuator.
It just looked like a little, you screw it onto the place where the cable goes.
Right.
And then you put the cable into that. It's just a little little metal thing.
That was a filter. And what it means is there's a lot of interference in your house. Caused by everything. There's a lot of interference in the neighborhood caused by everything. What's everything? A refrigerator starting and stopping.
Oh, really?
Right?
Oh.
That sends noise onto the cable real quick. It's starting up.
Really?
Hair dryers are the worst because they not only send signal back into the electric system.
Like you used to see on your TV.
Right, but they send it back into the air where the antenna can pick it up.
Right.
So they put a filter on it, and it just lets that one frequency go to your modem, and just one frequency come back. That's it.
Oh, my God.
Everything else it keeps out, or those bands of frequency. I say one frequency, it's a group of frequencies.
And people will have outdoor entertainment systems, outdoor television sets are outside by the pool, and then you have to run the cables and stuff out there. What kind of precautions do you take?
Well, they have TVs now
water?
that are literally waterproof. You can throw them up. You can throw them under the pool and watch TV.
Oh, really?
And they do need an electric cord, but it's like 24 volts. So it won't shock you. And they're wireless.
I'm not doing this.
And they're wireless.
Why do you want to go
they're
swimming and
wireless.
watch TV?
Yeah, so just like, so all you need to do is take the TV out, extension cord, but to make it power. They don't have battery-powered large TVs yet. But the signal that's in the house just gets sling TV, slung to the TV.
Wow.
I don't know why you need a television in the pool.
Well, usually some people have it by the pool because they have a little jacuzzi by the pool and they want to sit in that, or they have friends over.
Can't we get away from the TV at least for a little bit?
I know.
Go in the pool?
It's like the internet. If you left, most people, if they left their cell phone home, they are dead. They are totally dead. They can't call anybody. They can't receive texts. They can't look at it. Like, what am I going to do? I don't have my cell phone.
American Cable Services is where you would find Jim George. How do we call you? What's your number?
854-97 95, and it's a beautiful Friday.
Be careful heading over to Rainbow Springs.
I will be.
One of my favorite places, by the way, Rainbow Springs. Love that place.
The lady said she has to give me instructions how to get to her house because there's many parts of Rainbow Springs.
Oh, okay. I'm sure that she's right. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The number of jobs created last month far higher than expected at 255,000.